Hey everyone, and welcome to Gastrovision. This is the place to be if you're just starting out in endoscopic ultrasound. Today, we're going to tackle something absolutely crucial, a skill that will completely change the game for you. We're building what I call an EUS mind map, starting at a really important landmark, the T11 vertebra. So here's how we're going to do it. First, we'll talk about a big challenge pretty much everyone faces at the beginning. Then, we'll pinpoint our anatomical home base. From there, we're going on a full 360-degree tour, and I'll walk you through every step. And by the end, you'll know exactly how to build this mental map in your own mind. Okay, let's dive right in. I want to start with a problem, a feeling I'm sure every single one of you has had or will have when you're starting out with EUS. You know that feeling, right? You're rotating the scope. Everything on the screen just looks gray and swirly, and you have absolutely no idea where you are. You feel totally lost. Look, don't worry. It happens to everyone. It's practically a rite of passage. But today, we are going to fix that for good. The solution, my friends, is what I call an EUS mind map. Now, this is so much more than just seeing something pop up on the screen and going, oh, there's the aorta. No. This is about creating a three-dimensional picture in your head, a mental model that lets you anticipate what you're going to see before you even see it. And let me tell you, that anticipation, that's the secret sauce. It's what really separates the experts, especially when you're hunting for those tricky little pathologies. So where do we even start building this map? Well, think about any map you've ever used. It always has that little "you are here" dot, right? A solid reference point. For us, in the world of EUS, that anchor point, our "you are here" sign, is the T11 vertebra. But why there? What's so special about T11? Well, it's because right at this spot, just a little bit below the GE junction, something super predictable and super important happens. The main portal vein, it bifurcates. It splits into its right and left branches. Think of it like a major highway intersection on our map. It's a landmark that's always there, it's pretty easy to find, and it gives us a rock-solid starting point every single time. All right, you ready? Let's begin our tour. From this landmark, we're going to do a full 360-degree clockwise rotation with the scope. And to make this really stick in your mind, I want you to picture a simple clock face. We're going to start right at the top at 12 o'clock and just work our way all the way around. Okay, starting high noon, 12 o'clock, we're looking right at segment 3 of the liver. Now, as we slowly start to turn clockwise towards 3 o'clock, watch what happens. We'll see different parts of the liver, and here come the portal vein branches. See that? The left portal vein shows up first, then we see the main, and then the right. So this whole first quadrant, from 12 to 3, you can just think of it as the liver and its portal system. Continuing our turn down towards 6 o'clock, we're going to run into the big guys, the great vessels. Around 4 o'clock, you'll see the inferior vena cava, the IVC, and then, there it is. At 5 o'clock, that bright, unmistakable curve. That's our anchor, the 11th thoracic vertebra. You can't miss it. And sitting right next to it at 6 o'clock is the aorta. This right here, this is the absolute foundation of our entire mind map. Okay, so we're sweeping past our 6 o'clock anchor now, and we're moving into the left side of the body. Look carefully around 7 o'clock. You should see the left adrenal gland. It's small, for sure, but it's so important to be able to find it. As we keep turning towards 9 o'clock, the spleen will start to come into view. So you can think of this whole section as our left side neighborhood. All right, let's bring it all the way home. As we finish our rotation, from about 10 to 11 o'clock, you're mostly going to see the lower part of the left lung. And then, boom, we're right back where we started. 12 o'clock, looking at segment 3 of the liver again. See how that works? It's a perfect circle, a totally predictable and repeatable tour every single time. So there you have it, our full 360-degree journey. But just seeing it once isn't enough, right? We need to really lock this map into our brains. So let's go over the key takeaways to make sure it sticks. You know, the easiest way to burn this into your memory is to just break the clock face into 4 chunks. Think of it like this. From 12 to 3, that's your liver quadrant with the portal veins. From 4 to 6, that's your anchor, the IVC, the aorta, and that big, beautiful spine. Then from 7 to 9, that's your left side stuff, the adrenal and the spleen. And finally, 10 to 11 is pretty much just the left lung. If you can remember those 4 simple zones, you'll be able to recall this in a split second when you're in a procedure. And this really brings us to the whole point of this entire exercise. I really want you to get this. This is not about just memorizing a list of things. It's about building that critical skill of anticipation. Because when you truly know where you are, and you know what should be coming up next as you turn the scope, you're no longer just a passenger, reacting to whatever shows up on the screen. No, you are driving. You are in complete control. So my advice to you is this. Practice this mind map over and over again until it becomes second nature, until you don't even have to think about it. We're going to be building a lot more of these guides for other key spots in the body. So if this explainer was helpful for you, please make sure you subscribe to GastroVision. That way you won't miss a single one.